right, futures are green here ahead of Thursday's open. S&P futures up by 0.35%. The Dow futures up by 0.83%. And the NASDAQ, actually the laggard today, but still up by 0.25%, 0.25%. All right, let's take a look at some cues from the last session here. Let me go ahead and share the right thing. Communication services, consumer discretionary, and information technology stocks led the S&P 500's gains on Wednesday, while utilities and financials ended lower. U.S. stock futures rose on Thursday following Wednesday's mixed close. This comes as President Trump is in China addressing key issues such as trade, tariffs, Taiwan, and Iran with Chinese President Xi Jinping. On Thursday, Xi stressed the significance of the Taiwan issue, terming it as, quote, the most critical matter, end quote, in the bilateral relations. And the South China Morning Post, or SCMP, reported that, citing the state media. Meanwhile, the U.S. cleared NVIDIA, ticker NVDA's H200 AI chip sales to Alibaba, ticker BABA, and Tencent Holdings, ticker TCEHY on the OTC, and 8 other firms, but Beijing has halted the deliveries thus far. The 10-year Treasury bond yielded 4.46%, and the 2-year bond was at 3.97%. The CME Group's Fed Watch Tool projections show that the markets are pricing in a 98.6% likelihood that the Federal Reserve leaves the current interest rates unchanged during the June meeting. Now, we've got several stocks in focus here for you today, and the first one is the big earnings report from yesterday. It is absolutely Cisco. Cisco, huge move here today, a huge move by any standards, but especially a huge move here for Cisco. Cisco Systems, ticker CSCO, soared 18.8% in the pre-market on Thursday after it announced better than expected third quarter financial results and raised its fiscal year 26 guidance. Cisco Systems Q3 adjusted EPS of 1.06 beat the 1.03 estimate, and sales of $15.841 billion beat the $15.558 billion estimate. Cisco Systems also raises fiscal year 26 adjusted EPS guidance from a range of 413 to 417 to a new range of 427 to 429, and that was versus an estimate of 416. Big raise there. It also raised fiscal year 2026 sales guidance from a range of 61.2 to 61.7 billion to a new range of 62.8 to 63 billion, and that was versus the estimate of 61.596 billion. The next stock on our list is going to be Doximity. The ticker is DOCS, and it plunged 21.46% after reporting mixed fourth quarter financial results and issuing weak first quarter sales guidance. Doximity's Q4 adjusted EPS of 26 cents missed the 28-cent estimate, and sales of 145.4 million beat the estimate of 144.07 million. Doximity sees fiscal year 2027 sales of 664 million to 676 million, and that was versus an estimate of 697.59 million. The next stock on our list is going to be Grocery Outlet Holding, and the ticker is GO, G-O. It gained 16.41% after the California-based discount grocer reported first quarter results where earnings per share beat analyst estimates by 150%. Grocery Outlet Holdings Q1 adjusted EPS of 5 cents beat the 2-cent estimate, and sales of 1.16 billion beat the estimate of 1.15 billion. The next stock on our list is going to be Precision Optics Corporation, and the ticker on this one is POCI. Shares zoomed 16.96% after posting third quarter revenue of 8.7 million. That was more than double the 4.2 million reported in the same period a year ago. The last stock on our list is going to be the big earnings report of today. It is Applied Materials. The ticker is AMAT, ticker AMAT, and it was 2.01% higher as analysts expect it to report earnings of $2.66 per share on revenue of $7.68 billion after the closing bell today. One more note in terms of stocks to watch today, we also have the new IPO of Cerberus coming today.